Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I am thinking of doing a very big project. Today I am thinking of upgrading our power plant. Right now I have it to where I have like 25 power generators I think, and they're all making 8,800 megawatts including my coal system. But I was thinking that if I wanted to complete these new project assembly parts, that I might need to have more power for these new factories and stuff. And so I'm going to make a massive factory with these power generators. And to power them all, I'm going to use turbo fuel, which I have unlocked and looked through, and I have a whole sheet of, I'll put it on screen, I have a whole thing set up on the Satisfactory tool or calculator, whatever you call it. And I'm going to follow that, and I'm going to try to make a massive factory. Now, I'm going to go and say, to even start with this project, I first have to make the factory itself, which is going to be this video, because that is going to be an extremely big base. Basically what I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is I'm going to have like not an octagon, well, I guess so, yeah. Basically a very long octagon, so it's going to have boom, boom, or boom, 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 whoop, boom, 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 all the way down. And the entire front is going to be glass. And then I'll have a viewing platform through the glass where you can see all of my power generators. You're basically going to have a view kind of like this, where you'll be able to look over and see all of the power generators. And I think that's going to look awesome. And so I'm going to try to do that in this episode and at least get the octagon done. And then what I'm going to have to do eventually is I'm going to try to get the factory done first, just like the building part of it. And then once I get that done, I'm going to see if I can put down all of my power generators and stuff, and I'm going to take all of this down, because I'm going to have to take all this down to build all the new stuff. But one thing that I'm going to do different is, for that, I'm actually going to do something different. I'm not going to follow the world grid. I'm going to just build just like that. I'm not going to follow the world grid or anything, which is very different than what I normally do. But I figured I might as well, because I want it to be like on the lake. And so I'm going to try and see if I can't get it to where the way I build it, it'll be facing the lake and you'll be able to look out and see everything. So we'll see how this goes. Alright. How does it look? I worked on it for a while. I actually had to remake some of my concrete stuff, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for this kind of octagon shape here. And then I'm going to fill the entire front with glass. And then as y'all can see, I am filling in the back with just the basic walls, and I'm probably going to paint it black or something, maybe white to give it some flair, or red. I might do some red and black to match the turbo fuel kind of aesthetic, but basically this is what I'm going for so far. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filling in the back of it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, and after actually not too much work, I have filled it in and I've painted it red. And one thing I discovered, which was amazing, is when you use a color swatch, you can tap it just a ton of times, or you can hold it. Look at that. Look at how fast that is. This is me tapping. Okay, and this is me holding it. So holding it saved me so much time. So there's a little tip for you. And then another thing I discovered is to switch the inventory. Just switch the inventory. Hold right, for me, I'm on keyboard. Hold right Alt and then scroll. And as you can see, you can go to all your different hotbars here. And so I found out that hotbar 10 has that. So that's really cool. So now what I'm going to do is start adding on all the glass to this thing. I'm going to try to make it like all glass if I can. And then I'll try and figure it out. Alright. Well, I finished covering in the windows. I finished putting in the windows. I think it's a little too much red, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it to black real quick. Alright, how does that look? Yeah, I think it looks much better. I also don't even know if I'm going to keep the back red. Anyway, now I need to go ahead and work on probably just making this entire thing red. I think. What I might do is make the entire thing red, and then add some beams along the bend. So like there, just, you get the point. Around there, and then that way it has some extra black accents onto it. I'm gonna work on that now probably, but we'll see. I might change up the pattern to make it all red or something. We'll see. Alright, I put down all the beams, and I think the outline looks really good. I really like how it's red and then it has some like accents and stuff. It looks really good. And so now what I'm gonna have to do is figure out where I want to build the slab that's gonna go over all of this and house all of my power generators. Because I'm just gonna make a giant slab, I think, and put those on it. That's my goal. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking of for the big plate, I guess you could say, that I'm going to be putting all my power generators on. This is kind of the outline that I have. And I just noticed that that and that are slightly off-centered. I'm going to have to fix that. But once I make it symmetrical, I'm going to have to go ahead and... okay, can I just... thank you. Once I fill that, once I realign those, I'm going to have to fill it all back in. That is going to take so much concrete. But I don't even know if I'll be able to fit all of them. Because look at how big they are. And look at how big this is. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of them. I guess worst case scenario, I can just overclock some of them. So I guess that'll work. But, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Realigned everything. So now, all I have to do is fill it all in. Which is going to take a lot of concrete. And maybe not a lot of time. Because what I actually have in my blueprints is a... right over here. Concrete slab. And it's just a massive slab of concrete. Which fit in my blueprint. Which I need to make another one. So I'm going to make another one of these massive slabs. And just start filling in all of that. Alright. How's that? I missed a few. Anyway. How's that look? I fill it all in. This thing is massive. Oh my word. But yeah, basically I'm thinking I'm going to put all my stuff, all my power plants, on this massive plate of just concrete. It's literally just concrete. Like, if you look at my inventory, I actually got some, I had a concrete. I had like 300 some left, and my entire inventory pretty much was fully concrete. This took a lot. So now, this is actually where I'm going to end the video. I really hope y'all enjoyed. The next two videos about this are going to be me setting up this factory inside and then the power plants. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next episode or video. Goodbye and God bless.